unbox the all-new Yokomo two-wheel drive buggy.
Which is this one.
That one. And what do they call it? The SO3.0. Hi guys, Brett here from Hearns Hobbies.
Oh, I'll take my bit now. I'm Tony from Hearns Hobbies.
Welcome.
They've really gone out on a limb there.
Third evolution.
They've thought, oh, we like the SO bit, but we're not keen on the
So the SO goes back from, they changed the designations from YZ-4 Master Offroad, which I'm holding here, to YZ-2 for two-wheel drive, and they changed that to MO Master Offroad because it's what, faster, I suppose. Somewhat, I don't know.
Higher spec, I think.
I wouldn't say it's better, but
no,
some people love it more.
It's just a higher spec. You've got higher quality components. There's more.
And the MO, no, the MO is the same. Like, it's just four-wheel drive. Yeah. They're both premium.
No, the M is the master.
Yeah, but
so
it's
compared to the R,
the S.
Oh, right, yeah.
Well, that's just two-wheel drive.
Yeah.
I reckon two-wheel drive's better. I reckon two-wheel drive should be MO. But anyway, that's the old rendition.
Yeah,
so,
whatever.
MO 2.0, that is the current four-wheel drive platform.
SO 3.0. It's one more, so it's better.
And that is the brand new two-wheel drive buggy. So let's whip the top off the box.
Let's whip it off
and have a look. Now this is good. This is one of our team drivers' cars.
Yeah, and he's
this is a brand new one. Look out. You've not had your fat little fingers. I'll leave the knife on your side, mate.
Yeah,
because
he's not allowed to touch knives normally.
No, not normally.
Yeah,
What have we got? What have we got? Straight away.
I can see straight away that's different. The body is different.
Well, it's actually the heavyweight one. So the dirt car for some reason has the lightweight, which is a green one, and this is the standard weight one. So that's really good, and that is the new style from
style, yeah.
Because you had that SO2.
I have an SO2.
Yep.
Which is an absolute weapon.
Absolute weapon, and an RO1.
And I have an RO2, the base level one. I've got one of each.
All new body, and they got like two slipper holes. Yeah. It must be like two motor mounts or something.
Yes, I think it's different transmission.
Here you go. What have we got here? Let's start at the destructions. Usually it's the first part that gets thrown in the bin, but let's have a quick look at what Yokomo are on about with this all new kit.
Yes.
It was not full colour. I'm a bit disappointed. No, they never are. Look at the nice big wing. I do love a big front wing. It just takes me back to my misspent childhood and Predators.
You only like that because I painted a moustache on one of yours.
That's right, a moustache indeed on my SO2. How good is that? Now, does in fact seem to have a new main chassis. So a new chassis piece. The wheelbase, I'm dare saying, has grown a little bit. From the SO2, we've got new chassis weights here.
There's two now.
There's two now. There's only one on the SO2. Now, something that you will notice is a brand new aluminium servo mount. Yep. So it used to have two ears or two supports. Now it's got the single piece with the bridge.
Yeah.
So that simplifies things.
I've seen that on a few cars of late. It seems to be a trend.
Well, if nothing else, it lowers the parts count, and it's somewhat cheaper to engineer one piece than two, right? Even though it's slightly more alloy. I mean, it's, anyway. I don't know.
That's good.
That's on trend. What have we got here? All very similar steering bell cranks and geometry. Top quality Yokomo plastics here. Standard drag links and bell crank, which is good. One thing that the Yokomos have is really good geometry. They steer really nice. Here we've got the plastic front suspension mount, which is okay. Probably if you're using really high traction, probably want to change that to steel or alloy. A lot of good team guys use steel to add a little bit more weight on the front. That said, there is a recess in the plastic one, so there's nothing to save you.
Put some stuff in there.
Put in some wheel weights or put in some lead inside there.
A note here on the front sway bar: do not use on dirt surface.
So it does come with front sway bar, so that's pretty cool. Obviously, this is aimed at high traction. This kit.
Yep.
It's got the front wing, front sway bar. Got the full pill section here in the back. Until you get your head around that, it's a bit of a nightmare, isn't it?
I set them up as standard and never ever touch them.
Never ever touch them.
I just don't understand. I have to call Ray Monday to explain it to me.
Yeah, because you've got three adjustments, right? You've got your track width, you've got your rear toe, and your anti-squat. Or your pro squat. So these blocks on the back here, these pill blocks, they adjust those in an eccentric way.
Yeah. So it changes the angle of the hinge pin.
Yep.
Up, yeah.
Or the width apart.
Yeah, it does all of that, and it's something you really need to know what you're doing, or copy someone else.
That's right. Drive someone else's car and go, what have you done to your car? It's good.
Yeah.
Try this.
And they'll say, I don't know.
That's right.
And then you'll check their car and they're all different ones.
The SO3.0's got all new shock towers. And look how low profile. It's basically bolting the shocks to the bulkhead.
Yeah.
And the bulkhead's not very
That's
tall.
like way shorter.
All new rear shock tower. So again, I'm tipping that it's very low profile. So they're going all this ultra low center of gravity.
Center of gravity.
Getting the car to change direction and be really stable at the high speed and high traction. What have we got here? Rear camber length, that's all very much the same. Rear gear diff. Only
rear diff.
Gear diff in the transmission.
Yep. Doesn't look
which
like
is really good. It's the same gear transmission that they've had for probably the last 5 years. But that doesn't mean it's bad.
There's no reason to change it.
If you do race this car on low traction or dirt track, you probably are going to want the ball diff option. And that's just something that's available from the existing spare parts.
Yeah, it's hanging on the wall.
Hanging on the wall.
I saw some
even on the dirt car though, sometimes when I'm lazy, if I was doing heaps of laps, I'd put a gear diff in anyway.
Just to cut down the maintenance.
Just to cut down the maintenance. If you're going to do like 20 batteries at the track, because especially in two-wheel drive modified, the diff is going to need adjustment, or it's going to run the risk of 20 batteries is a lot of work for one of these cars. You put a gear diff in, you don't even have to think about it.
Yep.
Don't even have to think about it. Here we have the transmission. That'd be really good. So it's got the, let's have a look on the camera here. It's got the 302 LCG. So it's got the
lay-down gearbox.
The lay-down carpet gearbox in graphite cases. So really sturdy, stiff graphite composite cases. And something that is new to the SO3.0 is the motor mount.
Very different.
It is very different, which we'll have a look at when we get it out of the kit. Here we have the gearbox, all the same slipper. Bloody good slippers too. You can get the three
I've got my slippers on now.
And the vented slipper assembly. Just because it looks cool.
I've got the vented one on mine.
Have you?
You made me put it on.
Doesn't it look
cool? It just looks so cool.
Does bugger all difference probably, but
I don't care.
Doesn't matter. It's just about looking fast.
It's all about looking fast.
And again, like we said, the rear pills. You've also got pills in the front steering blocks to give yourself, if we have a look down here, to give yourself different caster positions. So you can go from 25 degrees.
2.5.
You can go from 25 degrees up to 30 degrees.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can go minus 5. So I think out of the kit comes with 25. So you can go down to 20 or up to 30.
I like caster because that's what keeps the thing stable in a straight line.
That's right. That's right. The front here, that's all very similar. Adjustable track.
I like this. In case the suspension arm doesn't operate smoothly, please fine tune the edge with a file or something.
Or something.
Or something. Something.
Hobby knife.
Yep.
Yeah, well, as a rule, I generally polish all the hinge pins and...
Yeah.
I mean, the Yokomo doesn't really need it, but you can buy yourself a really bag of fine 3 and 3.5 and 4 mil shims and shim the car to death. But with a buggy, I don't know, a little bit of play...
I think a little bit of play is good. I've found cars in the past that I've done that with. They're just so twitchy.
So twitching on edge.
Yeah.
The CVs shows you how to... I thought they come assembled. Anyway, it's showing you how to rebuild them.
I bet they do.
It's showing you how to rebuild them in the parts in there, but they do come... I'm pretty sure they come assembled in the kit.
Every Yokomo car I've built, they've come assembled.
You've got your turnbuckles, which is really good. I mean, they're no problems here. So we've got... 48 mils and it's really good. So we've got 48. So we've got all the turnbuckles bar the steering. Oh no, the steering as well. So steering camber and rear camber. So you only need one packet of turnbuckles.
How come they spell turnbuckles in the instruction manual, but the spare parts it says turnbuckle?
Turnbuckle. Well, they just want to mix it up and keep it on our
so
toes.
You know whether it's an original one or a spare part.
We have got new pistons. So 2.5 mil pistons is a new addition in this kit, which is really good. So we've got S4, so they got 1.9 millimeter holes, 2 of them, and they're 2.5 millimeter thick. And on the rear, we're going to have 2 millimeter holes times 2 of them, and 2.5 millimeter
Yeah.
thick. Again, piston tuning. That's for the fast guys.
Yeah.
No,
No.
that's for the fast
You're
guys.
supposed to put pistons in these.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why mine are a bit squishy.
Really nice shocks. The emulsion style cap. None of that's changed. 13mm bodies.
Yep.
The springs here, they're going back to the carpet springs. So they did release a new series of dirt springs, but they have put the carpet springs on this car, the Astro
Yep.
high traction ones.
So you may need to change them.
You may need to change the springs if you're going on dirt. And then that's it. You got your radio gear, you got your gear mesh. The gearbox transmission, like all the tool drive buggies of the current age, 2.61 to 1, gives you a really broad scope. The kit does come with an 80 spur gear. So if you are going to run stock 17.5 or 21.5, you probably want to buy yourself a 72 tooth.
Yeah.
A 72 tooth.
72 plus.
72 tooth. There you go. Shows you.
Look at that.
Oh, rear sway bar.
Yep.
So it comes with a rear sway bar, looks like.
Yep. That's all
Battery
good.
holders, with nice little fingers. Berserk makes really nice carbon ones. Again, they really do nothing different other than look really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's all that matters.
that's all that matters. Gluing up wheels and tyres, which aren't included in the kit. But let's not say what's not in the kit.
You told me about body cells that said in here, give it to TFG to paint, and it doesn't.
It says get TFG to cut along the cutting lines.
Oh, okay.
It clearly says it right there, mate.
Yeah. I'll get that in the Japanese bit, just not in the English translation.
We've got some setup sheets there, guys. Got a blank one that you can fill out at home.
Yeah. Or
Right.
get someone that knows.
That was the good bit. Nah, here's the good bit.
Those are good bit. There's bits to look at.
Let's have a look. Where do you want to start? Let's start with
Stickers.
stickers,
Oh, lots of stickers.
some option parts
They're
for rookie
they're
drift.
drift parts.
Yeah, and we're going to have some propaganda. Let's get this bag out the way. We've got some wheel nuts, which is nice.
Yeah.
Some certain cars
No.
don't come with wheel nuts. I
Yeah.
won't mention any, Ryan.
No.
Wing. How good's that?
Two wings.
2 wings.
Can I cut? That's right.
You know what they say about man with 2 wings?
Yep.
He can at least get 2 club days without buying more wings.
Yep. They're up.
10 scale wings.
They're absolute-
You just eat them.
They're absolutely identical apart from the stiffening ribs.
Stiffening ribs.
And
Much
we all
like
need a
you.
stiffening rib.
Yeah, I like my
We
ribs
all-
tender.
Bits of Velcro, not Velcro.
There's the rear sway bar.
There's a rear
Does
sway.
come with rear sway bars. That's nice. Yeah, right.
Yep.
We've got some oils. That takes me back to a nice episode.
Does it?
Hey? Hey?
Oh.
Hey, when you put 5,000 weight in the shocks.
Yeah, and you've been quiet about it ever since. You've only mentioned it a dozen times.
Every unboxing.
Yeah, look at every unbox. Look at the turnbuckles.
Nice. They are the nickel steel ones. You can get the titanium ones. And 2 big front wings.
Oh,
That's cool. 2 front wings, 2 back wings.
I have to draw 2 moustaches. here.
Turnbuckles. What have we got here? Let's have a look. And thank you to our Hearns Racing team driver for letting us finger his kit. Oh, look at this. And that's something that Yokomo take to the next level. Is their machining and anodizing.
It's very nice.
It is class, isn't it?
Okay, I'm going to upset you by saying I'd love to get one of these powder coated fluoro pink.
Well, on a Friday you could do anything like that.
Yeah. It just appeals to me for some reason.
Look at that. Beautifully
it is very,
milled.
very nice.
It's really nice to touch. It's quite a
Yeah, it's
oof.
almost a bit of a furry feeling.
Isn't it?
You're going to need to sit down after this, aren't you?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's enough.
Hard anodized chassis.
Mr. Miller doesn't want stuff on his.
Well, I hadn't dropped whose name it was that it
Oh,
the kid
oh,
was.
yeah.
You just don't know. You don't get people in trouble.
Yeah, but that
Probably Eddie
way.
Miller.
That way, I haven't said his full name.
Well, that's right. Eddie Miller. Like the
Yeah.
beer. Miller time.
Roger Miller, the singer.
What have we got there? Gear diff.
Yep.
Oh, hardened out drives. Look at that. Beautiful.
Look at
Again. Really, really nice.
Let's put
We've
some
got-
bits together before we send it back to him.
Let's lose some bits.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah, you don't
actually
need this
get
bit.
plastic gear diffs. So if you're racing like low power stock, maybe 21.5 or 17, you can get away with a plastic gear diff. Modified you will, but you'll end up having to
Replacing
change the
them.
gear diffs like every big event,
Yeah.
you know? So yeah, but you can lower the rotating drivetrain mass by about 20 grams by changing to the the hard resin plastic bevels.
Yeah. Will it make any difference? I don't know. You got some grease? Sorry,
I hope
lube?
it's grease. Lube.
Yep. Got
One of
some
our
lube?
favourite topics.
Yep. Basically the only reason we do these now. Just
Had to do the chassis build.
Cheap last.
Oh,
That's how we go.
I thought it was to get lube on our fingers on camera.
Yeah. No, that's just you.
This is the all new SO3 motor mount.
Yep.
And I like it.
That's very different.
I'm not sure why I like it, but it's very different.
We don't need a reason.
It's very thick. It's chamfered. Look, it's got the recesses into the transmission here, so it's going to lock into the transmission.
Someone spent hours doing the CAD on that and going, oh, how good does that
And
look?
what I really like, unlike some competitor other brands, is that they're using the 90-degree motor mount screws. They're not both using like the on-road cars. They'll use both screws on the bottom.
Down the bottom, which is
will
not good.
allowing flex
Yeah.
across the motor mount. I haven't seen any real lasting problems from that, but I do like, especially on an off-road car, using the 90-degree motor fixing points. Like nice big slots there.
Yeah, so you've got a fair bit of movement.
Fair bit of movement, slots and movement.
Oh, look at that. That's a servo mount.
That is a servo mount. That's why I got this out. I just
Yeah.
want to have a look at it because I do love their anodizing and machining. This is why you buy
Yeah.
oh, look, it's even laser etched,
Yeah.
printed or what?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
It's just the next level of quality up.
I'm gonna have to go macro. Even macro is not going to get the detail of this beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at that.
look at that.
Just nice little details.
It is absolutely gorgeous. And that's why you have it there, isn't it? What
Yeah.
a beautiful little servo mount that is.
Yeah.
I think these are going to be popular spare part and retrofit to older models.
I
Because they will go straight onto
They'll
your
go onto my SO, and they will be.
and ROs and everything.
Yep.
There's a bit of an overkill in an RO, but no kill like an overkill.
That's right.
All these bag numbers are probably wrong now.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mr. Miller.
Oh, you said his name then?
That's just Mr. Miller. Mr. M. Here we go. Bag 10 shocks.
Yeah, we don't need that,
They're 13mm shocks. I will want to have a look at the bodies. Just the bodies.
Oh.
Now they do have high polish chrome shafts. Other leading manufacturers have titanium nitride, but it's not like really well polished. If you've noticed it, so
Still,
it is gold. Gold's cool.
If you're really anal about this, and because we all are, you can put them in a drill and polish the crap
Polish
out
them
of
up. And they do offer the titanium nitride ones as a upgrade to Yokomo. And their titanium nitride ones are something else. They are precision polished. I'm going to have a look in the bore of this. Have a look in the bore of here. Look.
Oh.
Look at that. Can you see that anodizing and machining? It's really hard to get the shadows.
It's impossible.
Hey, but that is absolutely beautiful. The anodizing, the hard anodizing that Yokomo put into their shop.
Oh, I was hoping I'd get a good sound out of that one.
Well, you got to put your thumb over there.
Well, I've got the rest of my hand, it didn't work.
We could do that for days.
I'm going to. As soon as we finish this, I'm going to just go outside and just do that.
And plug it.
And
Plug the shocks.
Plug the shock.
Apart from that,
Put that back in here.
they're just shocks.
Otherwise,
Here we have the gearbox and lay shaft. Now, one thing I will look at, if you're not familiar with Yokomo, is the one piece. Let's have a look here. Look at that.
Whoa.
Look at that beautiful that idler shaft there.
yeah.
It is alloy and hard anodized. Really, really nice. And this single piece here, aluminium hard anodized lay shaft. Really, really nice. And these are not parts that, even after like a year or two of good use, if you look after your idler gear, these are not parts that you'll ever have to replace.
I saw a bumper sticker the other day that said, look after your idler gear.
Look after your idler gear.
And I took that on board.
I don't know whether to believe you or not. Slipper,
Yeah. You should know
hush
better.
puppies.
Yeah.
Just the transmission in general. Now these are, like I said, it's a lay down case. We're not going to be able to see on camera here, but it is the graphite composite. So it's going to be a little bit more grey. It's going to be very rigid. And it's going to be a super rigid gearbox case.
Yep.
Same moulding as everything as the LC. So will the LD box? I don't know. I don't see why it won't.
Yeah.
So LD is what we use when we race on low traction carpet. Here we have the drive shafts. Again, I'm not going to take it out of the bag, but let's have a look through the bag. They are assembled.
They are assembled.
Really nice drive shafts. You know, and if you maintain your drive shafts, they last forever. If you don't maintain them, you will wear them out really quick.
Yeah. High
quality Japanese bearings, which is nice. Hard anodized aluminium hexes.
Although you can do the bearings like what Timmy did with the with his build. He pulls them up. He puts them in an ultrasonic bath and cleans
with
them all
acetone,
out.
yeah. And then, but I actually, in off-road cars particularly, I don't mind if they have a little bit of grease in there.
Yeah.
Because a little bit of grease and oil coming out of the bearing makes sure that there's no dirt going into the bearing. Yeah. Right? So it does make a little bit of a mess. Add a little bit of drag. But like I said, unless you're racing a Nationals bloody 21.5,
yeah.
I don't think drag's really an issue.
Except on Friday nights.
That's never an issue for you. You nail that every time.
Okay.
Here we have our chassis rates, screw components.
Yep.
Really nice that I've noticed that they look like they have gone to the screws with every... Don't you remember when you built your SO2.0 that you just got bags of screws?
Yeah.
Now they're on every step again.
Yeah.
Because
I did complain about that.
I complained about that
I
too.
didn't like it.
Got the 3x7 bearings there for the steering bell crank.
They must have listened to us.
Well, it's common sense.
Yeah, it was a stupid way and I said so.
New shock towers. Again, I don't have the old ones here to compare, but have a look how many holes. Oh. Lots of holes.
So much you can absolutely screw up your setup.
Left and right, for sure.
Absolutely get that wrong.
And have a look at the beautiful carbon and weave that they use. Look at the beautiful machining. I would go as far as to prepare and seal it, but most people wouldn't in the modern age. What is that, 5 mil, 4 mil thick? It is whopping big carbon
Sometimes
fibre.
I like sealing it. You run the super glue all
around
the way
the edge. Yeah. I do, especially on off-road, because your shock towers are going to take a hit. Well, they are on my car.
Yeah, and on mine.
And you've got the adjustable wing mount there, so you can got 2 spots, high and low. And again, looks like we've got 5 holes rear, 5 holes front. We've got heaps of shock angle adjustment there.
It looks like we've got 2 holes here for the upper
wing mount. No, these are wing mounts.
They're wing mounts?
So you can go low or high mount.
Yeah, okay.
On your wing. More downforce, less downforce. I actually think rather than changing the actual downforce level, I think it adds to the center of gravity of the car and like a pendulum effect.
Probably a bit esoteric for someone like me.
That's right. Well,
I like using that word, esoteric.
The box, look at that. We've got some suspension arms.
Yep.
Got some bits.
Yeah.
Got ourselves an empty box.
Empty plastic bag.
I think we nailed it, TFG.
I think we have.
No?
And then this is going tomorrow. We'll get posted out today to
if we're lucky. If he's lucky, we'll send it out. I don't know.
Our good mate, who shall not be known as Mr. Miller.
No, should not be known as Mr. Miller.
And he'll get to build that.
He will, and he'll get to build it, race it, and love it.
Yeah, and he'll get excited when this arrives in the post.
As would you.
Yeah.
I'm Brett from Hearns.
I'm Tony from Hearns.
And thanks for watching us unbox the all-new Yokomo SO 3.0.
Get onto it.